everybody. Good morning. It's Wednesday morning. It's breakfast with the boys. You might notice Guacamole Jay is decked out in the Triller gear. They're live in the Sway House podcast studio. Johnny Guazz is with them, his brother. Good to see you, boys. How's LA?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Can't complain. Weather's nice, sun shining.
That's
I'm
beautiful.
happy to be out here. It sucks I couldn't, be here with the boys last week, but I was here with my brother, and I'm having a really good time visiting.
Yeah, man. No, that's awesome. That's wicked. So when did you fly in there then, Jay?
So last week I was flying in last Monday, and then we didn't have access to here, so I couldn't be on the pod with the fellas. But I'll be going back home Saturday.
That's wicked, man. Good stuff. Good stuff. Now, Johnny Guazz is here with us. Man, I listen to some of your music. It's fantastic, man. Why don't you start us through that? When did you start, releasing your music, and when did this music career kind of start? And then we'll get into what's going on in the Sway House and all the craziness that is your life now. But let's keep it about your music first, because it's impressive as hell, man.
Yeah, I started back in 2017. I always kind of just wrote music, did stuff like that for fun, until kind of one day one of my friends was getting into music and he said, dude, you got to get in it with me. So we ripped it from there, started with a couple songs, and, it takes a while to establish yourself as an artist, find your style. And once I did that, it was easy,
Yeah, well, your dad is an awesome singer too. I've heard him sing a couple times in my life.
Believe it or not, the kid next to me too. You can belt one out here and there.
Come on, Jay, you're hiding stuff from us?
That karaoke, I'm fire.
Oh, buddy, I can't wait till they open these borders up, because I'm here in Canada. I can't wait to come. Maybe we'll have to go meet your brother out in LA. It sounds like we probably have a better time than Massachusetts boys. But yeah, man, I want to hear you get all karaoke drunk, because there's nothing better than having a few drinks, singing some songs. But you're in LA. You're in the Sway House. Obviously, every video that seems to have Bryce Hall in it, you're there too. Now, what's the dynamic like now? You don't live in that house? Do you live near the house, or do you live here?
So I live about probably 15 minutes away, just right up the 405. Bryce, a good friend of mine. I've known him for like 6-7 years now, since even before I started music, which is pretty crazy. But yeah, so once he kind of popped off, he said, we need this in the videos, and pushing out vlogs 2-3 times a week. Real exciting stuff.
Yeah, man, that's incredible. So now I see you're in LA, you got Bryce with you, you're doing your music, you're in all the videos. Paparazzi, what's that like, going from, growing up with guys like this meathead Jack over here and your brother living in Mass, and then all of a sudden you're in Cali, and it's like you got paparazzi like legit like up your guy's ass and stuff. What's that like?
It's funny, to be honest. I mean, I didn't really expect it. I didn't think anyone would really know who I was. But I mean, obviously the more I'm in the videos, the more I'm doing stuff with them, it just kind of comes naturally. So, I mean, I take it as more of a joke, you know what I mean? Like, they try and really get any clickbait they can out of Bryce, Addison, whoever. So I'm just kind of there to I just kind of turn it into like more of a joke, poke fun with them, and just, talk about more like me. So they're like, what the hell? We don't necessarily want to talk to this kid, but at the same time, it's so funny. They end up posting it or whatever.
Yeah. I saw one where the headline was like, Johnny Guazz makes controversy, and it was you just towing some guy off.
Yeah.
Getting into the SUV.
Yeah, John's not afraid to get in the paparazzi's face.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, is that one thing where you kind of got to be a little aggressive with them? I mean, they have no problem being aggressive with you guys, right? If you want to keep your space, I imagine you.
Yeah, they'll crowd the car to the point where you can't shut the doors. You know what I mean? So it's like they're trying to get anything they can, because they want to be the only ones with that specific angle, that take, whatever. And, there was that one time, the one you're talking about, I was running through because, they kind of took off in front of me, and I just had my arm out, just kind of like this. And I was like, excuse me, guys. And one of them got pissed and was like, get the fuck out of my way. It started calling me all these names. So I just turned around, and I wanted to just, get into something a little bit more serious. But, when you're representing someone that big who has all these brand deals and all these, things to look out for, you can't really just start swinging on guys. So
yeah. It must be tough, man.
That's who he wanted to be like.
Did you end up shooting Guacamole Jay here with the paintball gun when he arrived? I know that was the plan.
No, well, so originally Originally, the plan was to surprise him with someone. It's coming out in tomorrow's Bryce vlog. You guys want to check it out? I won't spoil the surprise, but originally we were going to surprise him with someone in the back. So to kind of take the edge off, I said, hey, we're going to shoot you with a paintball gun. That way he was looking out for that instead of someone behind him.
I still was looking out for that.
But we ended up surprising him a different way. Maybe if you guys are lucky, he'll show you his back. And
Oh boy!
Oh, I can't wait to see that. That's going to be incredible. Should wait for that on Bryce Hall's channel on YouTube. Definitely can't wait to check that out. That's going to be incredible. Now let's kick it back to some of your music here. Where are you at right now? I know the pandemic makes things a little bit difficult as far as if you were to ever do any in-person shows or things like that, but I mean it's probably also allotted you more time for writing. I heard the latest song, I think it's called Hop In Losers We're Going Dancing, I think it was. That's a great
Getting Loser We're Going Dancing.
Get In Loser We're Going Dancing. Yeah, great tune, funky. I like that. What do you got going on next? Like what's next for you here? Or like are you working on an album, full length, or
what's not going that far? I got a new single I'm ready to put out. I actually just got the final back probably 30 minutes ago. And so we're going to get ready to push that out, start promoting it pretty soon. I'm still going back and forth on a title, so I can't give you that yet, but look for it probably 2-3 weeks. We'll have a new one for you guys. And
it's a jam.
Yeah. Pretty excited about it. I think it's my best yet.
Yeah, man, that's it. That's good to hear, man. That's good to hear. And now when you record the tracks, what studio are you out of? Do you do it in-house at the Sway place here? Where is that where all the recording takes place? Or
so there was a studio here, but they took it out, actually put in this podcast studio because everyone here does podcasts. No one here makes music.
True.
So right now in LA, I've just been writing and recording with a couple friends bouncing around. Back in Mass, I record with my friend Nick Violets, the one I did Getting Loser We're Going Dancing with. Great engineer, he's done a lot. I helped him out with building the studio, and I think we really made a pretty good creative space. So
it's awesome, man. It's incredible.
Yeah.
I've seen John go to work a couple times now with this, and I give him the utmost credit. It's pretty hard to do what he's doing, and even working with sound engineers, messing with the vocals, adding this, that, and the other thing.
Man.
It's like it brings the respect to another level.
Yeah, man, there's a lot. There's so much that goes into a finished product. I played music my whole life. I played guitar, bass. I was in a few bands I've recorded before. It is impossible, especially when you're on vocals. I couldn't even imagine being on vocals. It was hard enough recording some bass stuff, making sure you got everything in time with the drums and that, but certainly vocal recording, because I mean, man, there's days where you're just having an off day and a bad day, and it's hard not to get overwhelmed. What do you do to kind of get yourself through those moments when it gets difficult when recording? Is there like a routine? Do you maybe go out and smoke one like I would do? But I don't
smoke personally, so I drink when I'm in the studio.
You drink?
It's like me. That's right. Breakfast with the boys. Sometimes there's something in the cup. That's okay.
Yeah. So I mean, usually for me, drinking too much when you're recording actually kind of lets you lose control of your voice pretty easily. So I don't like drinking too much, but I do like drinking a little bit because it kind of gets rid of the nerves. Especially you're always going to be recording with someone else, or 90% of the time, unless you have a setup to do it kind of on your own, which is rare. So, I mean, to get those nerves out, I like to just drink a little bit, kind of mellow out, kind of get in the vibe. And it really helps you set the tone in your head. You know what I mean? Instead of, I get pretty anxious. So I just kind of calms me and gets me kind of down to a level where I can lock in.
That's awesome, man. That's incredible. Now you're talking about the vibe. What's a vibe like being in a house like the Sway house? It's nothing like, I had a house when I grew up with my buddies, and believe me, it was Animal House. There was a lot of shit that went down there that I would never want my children to find out about. But what's it like being in a house that, like, this place is built for content? No?
Yeah. It's literally, I mean, any YouTuber's paradise pretty much. I mean, it's huge space pretty much for anything. The driveway feels like it's a mile long. You know what I mean? We have Bryce bought a Polaris. We have that going around. We have a gym out back, a Olympic sized pool, hot tub. I mean, it's legit. Massage chair. That's the best part, probably.
Oh,
I fell asleep in that one.
Many beer pong tables to choose from. Everyone's just got their own huge space. The ceilings are probably triple the size they need to be.
It's unbelievable.
So it's like, it feels like you're in a coliseum, not even a house, you know?
That's so awesome.
Back when I was in high school, Johnny actually didn't drink at all. So
Mhm.
Johnny was basically like my personal DD on the weekends. And now he's living in mansions and doing shows.
Yeah,
He's
getting hammered, yelling at the paparazzi. That's incredible. That's what I want to be doing, man.
He's actually performed up in Toronto before too. Isn't that right,
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I
did.
forgot about
Yeah.
that.
Neck of the woods.
Yeah.
Where was that?
I'd have to find the name of the place. Is it something Buddha?
Okay. I can't think off the top of my head. I figured it would have been like
Liar.
And there was like, how many people were on that?
It was a decent lineup.
Yeah.
Everyone had a pretty good size on it.
Performed there. You performed in Cambridge.
Yep, I performed in Cambridge. I performed at the Middle East in Boston. That was my biggest one.
We've both performed at karaoke.
New
before.
York.
Hey there, Delilah.
That's wicked, man. I can't think of where that would have been in Toronto. Like, I mean, I know like the Cool House. I know like a few places there that are venues. I'm trying to think. There's this one club I used to go to when I was a kid. I used to take party buses there, but I don't even remember because of all the stuff we were doing on the party buses.
I want to say it was called the Smiling Buddha, but I don't know off the top of my head. It wasn't a relatively huge space, but it was real nice. They treated us very well, you know, had the bar there, liquor store right around the corner, couldn't complain.
Yeah, man. What did you think of Canada when you were down here? You like it?
Oh, I was 19 when I went, so it was perfect, you know?
Yeah. Because you guys got to wait. I always forget you got to wait till 21 to have fun in America, but that's wicked, man.
Toronto's what, 19 to drink?
Yeah, it's 19 here, and in Quebec, it's actually like if you go to Montreal, it's 18.
So I fucked up when I turned 18. My dad surprised me with a trip to Toronto, and we get there and go to our first bar, and they're like, "Yeah, you have to be 19 to drink," and I'm like,
"Oh, you got to go to Montreal."
Yeah, that's Montreal, buddy. You got the wrong city.
Dad looks at me and goes, "What the fuck?"
Oh, that's hilarious. Well, Johnny, I wanted to talk to you about this because I've seen you in this a few times. It's almost impossible not to bring it up when you bring up Bryce. We've seen the Dave Portnoy stuff, the Barstool stuff, him going back and forth. Him and Josh have the BFFs podcast, and then I think it started. Alex Cooper said something bad about Bryce, and then Dave got involved. What's that been like going through it with the Barstool crowd? What are they like to deal with? Because I know anytime he kind of gets involved, there's like a wrecking ball army behind him. And then Bryce's following is massive too. What's that been like being caught up in the middle of that?
I mean, I think it was all kind of like just kind of memes going both sides. I think our whole thing behind the pizza kind of review was to just kind of meme it and just kind of like poke fun at him. Nothing like too intense where it was like, all right, this is getting way too serious. It was just, I made like a skinny jeans joke. I made a joke about Barstool selling out. Just like stupid like little things
from the town.
Yeah, stupid little things like that. And I think, same thing with Dave going to Bryce. I think it was more of like, just calling him like Sid the Sloth or tissue paper or something like that. Like nothing too intense. And I mean, I can speak for Bryce and say he was not offended at all. Like he thought it was pretty funny. Like I remember I was texting Jay when the original kind of thing happened, just saying, Jay was texting me and was like, "Oh, let's hope he doesn't put Vindog on him."
I'm like, watch out, he's about to stick Vindog.
And me and Bryce are sitting there, we're like, who the fuck Vindog? This guy about to dig up dirt we didn't even know about ourselves. Like, what's going on? And luckily, I mean, I guess it was just kind of a meme guy. And just like,
you survived. You're lucky you didn't get Vindog memed. It could be all over. No, I'm just kidding. It's funny. He's like this 60-year-old guy who makes memes. It's funny as hell.
Yeah, once you looked into it, it was pretty funny. But
yeah, it is funny. But how do things stand as is now? Because I mean, Josh is there. You got Bryce there, and then there's like Portnoy in the middle, kind of causing some ruckus there.
Yeah.
Really affected things, or is that kind of water under the bridge now?
So I mean, there was just Bryce and Josh actually did their first video back together on PAU Club, which is Bryce's new like kind of exclusive club kind of thing. So they kind of squashed the beef on there. I won't say exactly what happened because it is, a paid entry thing, and
Oh hell yeah, man! You don't got to give us the specifics, but that's cool to hear that they did a video. Okay.
Little inside scoop. Bryce was on BFFs today, actually, or last night, I guess technically. That'll be coming out today. So, you guys will have to check that out once it drops. And I won't say what it was, but
Scoop.
I think they'll, hopefully they talked through it and everything, because end of our video, he said we didn't want to squash things in 2021, get them back on track.
That's right, man. I liked that video. That was incredible. Jack, go ahead, man. Say what you're going to say.
Oh, I wasn't going to say anything, but we can talk about the Tom Brady stuff here. Johnny's a big Patriots fan, huge Tom Brady guy. What did you think about him throwing that trophy and the woman getting all mad? She said her dad made the trophy and Tom Brady was disrespecting it. What do you think about that one, Johnny?
When you win 7 Super Bowl trophies, you can disrespect any trophy you want. I mean, that's unreal. He's got the right to do that. And I mean, I trust him throwing just about anything. He could take my first son and throw him over a boat if that's what it takes.
Me too. I would let Tom Brady toss my 15-month-old from boat to boat, and I'd have zero doubt in this world that he would land the perfect spiral right into the lady's lap. And I couldn't believe it. So what happened, Jack, was the lady, the guy who made the trophy's daughter, said that she didn't sleep for 2 days and she was so upset at the disrespect that Tom Brady showed to her dad's trophy. And it's like, I hope he wins number 8 and feeds the trophy to a shark. Like, are you kidding me? That's Tom Brady. Like fuck that trophy, man. I wish it would have ended up in the bottom of the ocean. He's Tom Brady. He can do whatever he wants.
He's probably a Jets fan or a Bills fan. I mean, there's no way.
What was her thoughts after Gronk, hit the trophy with a baseball?
Yeah.
From Edelman?
Gronk, like, man, good thing she's not a fan of hockey and her dad didn't make the Stanley Cup. You ever seen what the hockey guys do to that thing? They drink out of it. They eat cereal out of it. It gets dented every year. Teams have broken it. It's been lost before. I think it's fallen to the bottom of a lake before. Like, tons of shit has happened.
Oh, more inappropriate stuff has happened too that we won't even get into.
Oh, 100%, man. My buddy's good friends with Nathan Horton, who was actually on the Bruins in 2011, and he's just from about 15 minutes, 20 minutes from where I am. And debaucherous things have happened with the Stanley Cup, but no, it's really good, man. Good to see Tom Brady back and on top of the world. You guys ever go and check out any of the LA sport teams while you're out there, sporting events? You go to Lakers games, any shit like that?
I moved here in October, so since I've been here, I haven't.
No fans. True.
Everything's shut down because of COVID.
But the year before,
I didn't go, but I was here when the Sox won in 2018. So that was pretty cool because afterwards, we were drinking a little bit, walked up Hollywood Boulevard with the Red Sox jerseys, popping champagne right off onto the boulevard because that's where we were staying. And you'd be surprised. I don't think people were as mad as I thought they were going to be. I was hoping for kind of like a Yankee fan reaction where
Bruins, Habs, Yankees, Red Sox.
Yeah, they were going to be pissed, but it wasn't that bad.
Everyone was kind of more like, oh, good game. That was pretty good. Good for you guys.
Oh, you don't like that respectful stuff.
Yeah,
you want instant banter, trash talk.
Yeah, throw something at me, man. Don't say that. It was a nice job.
Yeah, I wanted a bottle cracked over my head. I mean, I was all pumped up. Like,
Oh yeah, when the Bruins won the cup in 2011, I was on like a drunken warpath. I woke up with like one of those mini Stanley Cup like a tattoo of the mini Stanley Cups you get in the beer thing. I brought that to the tattoo shop, got it on my back. Probably the worst tattoo of all time, but go Bruins go. Love to see that, man. Are you able to keep up on your sports and stuff like that, or are you really busy with all the Bryce stuff and all your guys filming and all the stuff you guys do?
I do my best. It slips away a little bit just because the time difference. So,
weird.
4 p.m. I mean, I'm filming or, I'm doing something. So it's kind of hard to watch Celtics, Red Sox, Bruins. I try and tune in when I can, especially when they're on national TV, big games, whatever. Pats, I watched every game this season still, still watch the draft, still watch the Super Bowl, all the playoff games, because these guys like sports too, so kind of brings us together a little bit too.
Yeah, that's like the one feud I had with Josh was he's a Toronto fan and I'm a Bruins fan, so we kind of went back and forth.
And he's a Bills fan.
Wow.
My friend Blake, we were watching the championship games together, and I was like, dude, Josh's a Bills fan. You should bet him some money because I guarantee you the Chiefs beat the Bills. And I know Josh isn't putting that down. Same thing if someone offered me a bet on the Pats, I'd say, screw you, let's do it.
Yeah.
To be honest, growing up with Johnny, I thought he was going to be like a baseball GM growing up. He knew every stat, every player, everything about baseball. Yeah. Johnny's a baseball fanatic.
Like a young Billy Bean?
Oh, yeah.
He used to sit on the table with his baseball cards and like lay them out across the whole kitchen table. And just take notes or do like a mock draft when he was younger.
That's so awesome, man. I love that. That's incredible dedication to the game, man. That's wicked stuff. That's wicked stuff. Now, the longer you stay in LA, you think you're going to stick true to your Boston sports teams, or do you think you'll eventually have to make the switch here?
I mean, I'm definitely all Boston, as I'm wearing an LA hat, of course, but I'm rocking with Boston the whole way. I mean, there's no chance I'm switching over.
That's wicked, man. That's wicked. Funny shit. So you said you like drinking. I saw Kendall Jenner's rocking a new tequila line now, 818. You big tequila guy? And speaking of them, do you ever kind of been in the same place down on the boulevard, seen any Kardashians, seen any Jenners, and anything like that?
So I have not met any of them actually, but I know a couple of my friends have, or my friend's girlfriend's actually pretty close with one of them. So that's pretty cool to see. I know my friend J-Rod, who is Bryce's filmer, editor, one of my best friends. He actually did kind of a workout video with Courtney, which is pretty cool.
Oh, that's my favorite one. That's awesome.
So close to have that much success and, be with people of that much power and fame is kind of crazy. As far as the tequila goes, I'd say the drunker I get, the more I like it. But
I've seen him rip like 5 tequila shots in a row, and that was just the other night.
Yeah, that was too.
That's actually so incredible, man. That's incredible. It's good to hear that you guys are having a good time down there, man. It's important, man. That you're never gonna experience this shit. One day you're gonna be old like me. Kids are gonna be freaking out downstairs. It's gonna be nuts. So enjoy it while you can, boys. But Jack, what else is going on in the world here?
What else is going on? Let's check that agenda. My bad.
This person you've met, like the most like, oh my God, how am I meeting this person?
Level of fame wise?
Yeah. Level of fame, it's up to you.
There's a couple different people. I don't know. I mean, we've been around some pretty big people. I mean, even like Bryce's girlfriend Addison on her own has like done some crazy things as far as
you knew her long before.
Yeah, we met a while ago. I mean, we've seen, guys from, as far as YouTube goes, like Danny Duncan, Vlog Squad, kind of those kind of people who are like the top tier of YouTube, which is, definitely where I expect us kind of being within the next probably 6 months or so. To be honest.
Man, it's massive growth. It just seems like that page grows every single day, man. I remember when Jack first brought it up, and Jay and I was like, "Oh, cool." I checked, and I think it's probably gone up like a few 100,000 since then. So,
are you gonna jump in the boxing ring once you get to that top tier?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Jack will cover. We literally just talked about that like an hour ago.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd do it for the right price already. I don't think anyone's gonna pay to see me box right now, though.
I would.
Yeah. I would, but I mean, you never know once things blow up, and you never know where beefs will come in the world of the internet. It can come from anywhere, right? So, man.
Yeah.
So have you ever liked a girl enough to maybe, get her blood and wear it as a necklace? Because Machine Gun Kelly right now for Valentine's got Megan Fox's blood and put it in a necklace, and he's wearing it.
He does have that song, Bloody Valentine.
Yeah, which is actually a pretty sweet song, and Megan Fox is in the video looking pretty good, but that's a strange thing to do.
That's pretty weirdo for me. It's too far.
Yeah, like how do you go about asking your girl, like, hey, can I just have some of your blood?
Yeah, I think I'll stick with diamonds. I don't know. I mean, my girlfriend's right here. Can I give you a necklace with my blood in it? She's shaking her head.
Yeah, probably not, man. Like, I don't understand why that wouldn't freak you out. How do you bring that up? And then, like, who extracts the blood? Like, do they get like a physician in, or is like Machine Gun Kelly taking like an old needle or something and just pricking her with it? That's very strange.
Like that far, like you would cause a murder, or you do something crazy and you just crack the necklace on the table and leave it there and run.
Oh my God.
I can't see doing that. I'm also in that one.
No, I don't think I've ever would like anybody enough to do that or want to do that. That's some crazy stuff, man. Good seeing you guys here on Breakfast with the Boys, live from the Sway House. You're in the Sway House podcast studio. You're a few hours behind us. What do you guys got going on the rest of the night here? And Jay, what do you got? You got any big plans before you go back home?
I'll start first, then you can talk. So for me, like I said, luckily my girlfriend came out, so we're spending the time out here. We're going to hit Malibu. We hit the Hollywood Stars of Fame. And that was a kind of weird because there's a lot of homeless people that actually camp out there. We were walking by probably Adam Levine's star. I'm taking pictures of it. And there's a homeless guy right next to me peeing on the side.
Oh, Jesus.
Get the fresh scent of piss, lofting around me.
That's Hollywood for you.
Yeah. So I probably won't be back there again unless like Jack's name's on there, your name or John's.
Yeah.
John will be the first out of anyone, but
yeah, John will be there for his star and doing some old guy will be pissing on the thing next to it. It'll be incredible.
Other than that, Malibu, and then happy hours. We've been hitting happy hours. It's the thing we don't have in Massachusetts. So
is that where like a place has a specific time where you can get hammered drunk for cheap?
$5 shots from, was it 4 to 7?
Yeah.
4 to 7, $5 shots. They're giving us double shots and $5 IPAs. How can you beat that?
Dude, you can't beat that. That's an incredible deal. I'm super jealous. Still in Ontario, we're still locked down here. Like we haven't been able to go for a beer or go for a bite to eat in a restaurant since fucking Christmas time. So super jealous to hear that, man. But anyway, I don't want to take up too much more of your guys' time. I appreciate you boys coming in and interrupting the little family time and the hangout. Jay, you didn't even have to do this. Great dedication to the pod, man. It's been a good time. We missed you last week. We had Dex Arson on, who's a huge DJ here in Canada, and he's just crushing it, man. But yeah, we're definitely looking at putting together some sort of like virtual music festival and selling some tickets, man. So might have to hit you up. Maybe we'll need Jay Guazz on the lineup.
Yeah, get my contact info and you know where to find me.
Hell yeah, buddy. I love it.
Yeah, and Johnny, why don't you let the people know where they can find you on Instagram, Twitter, etc.?
Yeah, it's at Johnny Guazz on every single platform, pretty much. Music on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, pretty much any platform there is, streaming platform. I mean, under same thing, Johnny Guazz. New song, probably look forward to it within the next 2 to 3 weeks. So get ready for that. Get excited for that. And it's not as much of a funk vibe as the last one, but I think it'll still touch your heart in the same way. So we'll see.
Yep.
Incredible, man. Incredible. I love to see it. Guys, make sure you follow breakfast_boys on Twitter, Breakfast with the Boys, every Wednesday morning, 9:30 on YouTube. Click like, hit subscribe. Live from the Sway House podcast, the Guazz Boys. Appreciate your guys' time. I'll let you guys get back to it. Jay, thanks for doing this, man, while you're on your vacation too, man. Appreciate it. And Johnny, thanks for your time, bro. I know you're a busy guy with everything you do. Keep killing it. Keep getting that money, man. And keep telling the paparazzi to get the fuck out of here. I love it.
Thank you, guys. It's always fun to have breakfast.
Thanks for having me on.
Yeah, boys. Take care now. We'll see you guys next week.